A garden on a chip? Absolutely! Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to the Simply Healthy Kitchen. Today, I want to make with you a really awesome salsa. Are you ready to get started? Let's go! All right, I have all of our ingredients ready to make our basic salsa. So I'm gonna start with tomatoes, and I have a few from my garden, and I have a few from the store. So we're gonna chop up a combination of tomatoes. You can use whatever tomatoes you like. This is a ripe orange tomato, believe it or not. It's very delicious. We're gonna have about 3 cups of tomatoes when we're all finished. So chopping the tomatoes up so that we have 3 cups of them will give us the amount of salsa we want in the end. So we want about 4 cups of salsa altogether. So I'm just gonna take that core out. Maybe use that for soup or something. Save all your peelings. It makes great stock. Thunder. Good rain for the garden. So I've almost got all of my tomatoes chopped up. And then we're going to move to the peppers. And you can see I have some different sizes and shapes and colors of peppers. Hey, I like making my salsa colorful. There we go. So that's about 3 cups of tomatoes in here. And I think I'll go ahead and move to the jalapeno pepper first. Do you remember how to try the jalapeno to see if it's hot? Cut the top off. This part we're not going to eat, right? So touch your tongue whoo, to the membrane. It's hot. So I know that's where the heat is. If I touch my tongue to the outer flesh, it's a little bit hot, but not too much. So I'm probably gonna put about half of this jalapeno in there. Ooh, look at that, it's red. That's another indicator to me that it's a nice hot jalapeno. If your hands are really sensitive, you might wanna use some gloves to cut your really hot peppers up. My hands seem to be okay so far with cutting up hot peppers. And these peppers we want in little tiny small dice because we do not want to get a great big chunk of a hot pepper. We do want that heat to be distributed throughout our salsa, so we cut this up into really tiny dice and it will then distribute its heat. So once we're all done, I may add more. We'll just see how it tastes in the end and adjust at that point. So I'm going to set that aside and I'm going to move to my big red pepper here. Do you remember how to cut these? I cut them right around the median, right around the middle, if you will, and then I just pull it apart and it deseeds itself. It's a great trick. Saves a little bit of time, and if you're only going to use half the pepper, it leaves the other half intact. I'm gonna go with about a cup of pepper today. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of this one. Okay, maybe just a couple of these. These are sweet peppers, but you can leave the seeds in these peppers, and I really like the little sweet little peppers. Some of these things actually came from my garden. It's really fun to eat your own food. Okay, next we're going to chop up some green onion. You can use red onion if you'd like. I like green onion in my salsa, so I've already washed these off and taken that outer layer off. So we're just going to chop these up. I'll probably use about 6 green onions total in here. Okay, we're going to add some cilantro. I love cilantro. Some people don't like it. Did you know that's actually a genetic thing? Some people taste soap when they eat cilantro. I taste yummy. So I'm putting cilantro in mine. If you are a person who don't like cilantro, you know what you can do? You can add basil. So go ahead and chop the stems up in your cilantro as well as the leaves. They're just as tasty. So we have about a half a cup of cilantro here. Again, I like a lot of cilantro. Okay, the next thing we're going to move to is our lime. We'll probably use a whole lime in this. We'll see how juicy they are. Looks pretty good. And I have some apple cider vinegar that I'm going to add to the salsa after I get it all mixed up. So you've seen me do this before. I squeeze the juice right over my hand rather than having a juicer. It's just the way I like to do it. You might know by now, I really like feeling my food. Okay, so I have the juice of this one lime in here. And again, just like the jalapeno, once we mix everything up and I try it, I'm gonna know if I want more lime, more jalapeno, or more whatever. We're gonna mix this up now. Okay, I have some apple cider vinegar here, and I'm going to add, let's start with 3 tablespoons in this to start with. And we'll mix it up in a minute and see how it tastes. And my hands, it would be great to mix this with my hands, but that cilantro is really tricky. Sticks to everything. A little salt. And again, we'll check for taste in a little bit. Tomatoes can use a lot of salt. And let's see, let's go ahead and mix this up. See what we've got. Doesn't this look delicious? I'm gonna taste it right now. Jalapeno. That, I'm not adding any more jalapeno because that's a hot one, man, let me tell you. But I think I need a little bit more vinegar. Clean spoon. This is a teaspoon, but 3 teaspoons make a tablespoon. Did you know that? And a little bit more salt. I'm gonna mix it up. And then we're gonna taste it on a chip. Salsa, salsa, salsa. I'm ready to do a little salsa dance. And I really want that dancing to happen in my mouth. Let's try it. You know, if you make it with me, you can try it too. That's what I'm talking about. And I can't hardly talk because it's amazing. It's delicious. All the flavors of the garden. You have the acidity from your lime and from your apple cider vinegar. And you know what? You can take this regular salsa to a whole nother level by adding things like strawberries. I know that sounds weird, but don't knock it till you try it. And what about pineapple? Yeah, you've seen those pineapple salsas in the store. You can make your own by just adding pineapple to this salsa. So if you got value out of the time we spent together today making some salsa, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel or hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I come up with something simple, healthy, and very tasty right here in the Simply Healthy Kitchen. I'll see you next time.